Hello, it's me from Simple Food, Simple Life. Look what I've got here. I've got some hash brown potatoes that I cut up and I shredded and froze myself. Now, if you want to catch that video about how to do this, I will put a link to it in the description below. Okay? But right now, I want to show you that this really works. So I'm going to make some hash brown potatoes. What I'm going to do, I've got my pan going here. I put just a little bit of oil in this pan. And I'm just going to add a few of the hash brown potatoes in my little pan. I'm cooking just for me. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to put some in here. And I'm going to, see there how nice that is? They're in the pan. And I'm going to get them started. Now, these are pre-cooked. They're what you might call parboiled. So they're cooked but not all the way through. And so I'm just, and then I shredded them and froze them. And if you go to that video, you can see how I did that. I did it very cheaply. So what I've got here, I've got my hash browns, and I've got them in the pan. I'm going to put a little bit of salt, pepper. Potatoes need salt and pepper. Don't you think? All right. Now then, I'm going to just simply fry them up in a little bit of oil, just like you would if you were to have frozen hash browns. That's really all you do. You just cook them. Now, the only thing about this is it is a money saver, because a while back I had purchased 5 pounds of potatoes for 98 or 99 cents. I forget which. I think it was 98. And I purchased them for that price. And then I thought, that's a good price. So I bought an extra 5 pounds. And of course, I couldn't use them up all the way. So I said, well, I got to use these potatoes and get my good out of them. So I took a bunch of them, I boiled them up, and I shredded them. And I had 2 nice freezer bags of hash brown potatoes all ready to go. It didn't take all that long to do, and this is all it takes. Now I'm going to get my heat up there because I want to get them nice and brown. And the way I'm going to eat these, this is going to be part of my supper. So I'm going to have these beautiful hash brown potatoes, and I'm going to have a fried egg, and I love to eat my soft fried egg on top of my hash browns when they're sitting on my plate. So I got a plate here, and at the ready, let me go grab an egg, and I'm going to do it all in this one pan, because an egg doesn't take very long, does it? You know, there's something that's really wonderful about a fried egg, don't you think? I do. It's just plain, simple, nice food. And I have a few orange slices, and I will probably have those along with my dinner. So, here we go. They're cooking away. They're starting to get a little brown on the bottom. That's what I'm looking for. Now, I want you to see what these look like. See what they look like? They look like hash browns from the store that you pay a lot of money for, unless you can get a really good bargain. But listen, I had, let's see, I had 3 pounds of potatoes, I think, almost 4, and I had 2 that I processed, and I had 2 freezer bags. So I think that's pretty good. Now, here's this. I'm just going to turn them over. Now, I didn't use too much oil in this because I don't want them to be greasy. And there's one thing about it. If you're doing your potatoes like this, they really don't absorb a lot of fat, which is kind of nice. If you start out with a shredded raw potato, sometimes because it takes them longer to cook, they tend to pull in a lot of fat. And sometimes we don't want that, do we? Not that I have any aversion against fat by any means. I think that sometimes we need fat because it helps to keep us healthy and ward off disease, but you know, there's so much controversy about all that. Who knows? I don't, that's for sure. Alright, now I'm going to make sure that these are nice and brown. I'd like for them to be a little bit crispy. So I'm going to let them get that way. And because I can't resist, I'm going to put a little bit of parsley on there because I think it looks pretty. And we're off and running. Now, if you wanted to, you could chop up a little bit of onion and put that in there. You could put some bell pepper. Really, you can do whatever you want to. It's up to you. That's the way I look at it. If you put onion and green bell pepper in there, I think they call that potatoes O'Brien, actually. So, and that does taste pretty good. You could put a little garlic in there if you want to, but I'm keeping it simple. Because on Simple Food, Simple Life, we're just, literally, we're just simplifying our life, and I want to show you how to do that. It doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to be good. It needs to be wholesome. Now I think I'm going to put a little bit more oil on there because I want to crisp them up a little bit. And they are not crisping the way I want them to because I didn't use that much. So here we go. Let's crisp them up. And then that'll leave a little oil residue in my pan for my egg. Okay? Alright. We're cooking away now. Well, we were cooking before. Okay. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to grab something else real quick. I'm going to grab my orange slices. I found an orange in the back of my refrigerator, and since this is use what you have January, for me anyway, I decided that I would use up these oranges, so I think a couple of those would taste really, really good. Something fresh, something refreshing. Oh, that looks good. Alright, now, I'm going to just slide these on my plate, and I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit. I'm going to put just enough, just a tiny bit in there. Swirl that around, and I'm going to do my egg. Now that pan's pretty hot, but I don't care if my egg is a little crunchy. It won't be, but if it were, I don't care. I like a little salt on my yolk, and I like some pepper on my egg. You can probably tell I'm kind of a peppery person. But if you're a subscriber, or if you've been watching these videos off and on for a while, that and cayenne pepper, I don't know. I've always been that way, even when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I loved spicy food and hot peppers, and one of my best snacks was I would come home from school and I'd be a little hungry, and I'd grab a slice of bread and I'd put some hot banana peppers on it and make a sandwich out of it. And, and it was so delicious. So good. So, got my egg going here. I think I'm going to flip it over just to get the underside done a little bit, but not, I don't want it to be hard. I'm going to grab a fork. Got my fork. I'm almost ready to eat. And I think I'm going to grab a couple of these nice oranges. And see, I sliced them pretty thick because I like them that way. I'm just going to grab a couple of those, throw those on. Because they are cold and good, and these are going to be good. And here's my egg. Right on top of these hash browns. See that? Turn my burner off, take that off the heat, and there it is. There's that nice supper. Now, I could put a lot of other things with this if I want to, but you know what? I may, once I'm off camera, I may sneak a little Louisiana hot sauce on this egg and these potatoes. I'm sorry. It's going to have to be done. Okay, I got to taste it. Okay. Now those are good. And that's the main point of this installment of Simple Food, Simple Life. Which, by the way, don't forget to subscribe because you don't want to miss out. That's the part of this, is the fact I wanted to show you that these hash browns are delicious. They're easy to do. And make sure you catch the video on how to do it, and I will put a link in the description below for you. Okay? And don't forget to visit the Simple Food, Simple Life Facebook page too, because there's other pictures on there of how I used what I had in January in this month. Okay, you can, if I can do it, listen, you can do it. Okay? I love you. And you just remember that little is much when God is in it. Okay? All right. Talk to you later. Bye. Thank you for watching Simple Food, Simple Life. Please like, subscribe, and share.